Hi. So we thought we'd check in after our first match that we just attended yesterday, Tunisia versus France. A pretty crucial game for Tunisia. France was already kind of through, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a must win for Tunisia against a weakened French side, I would say. I mean, the manager decided to rest a lot of their key players. Tunisia having to win the game, like Andika said, France already through, and also hoping that results elsewhere would go their way. And yeah,
We're in a place called Barwa Madinatna, staying in these purpose-built apartments for the World Cup, and we have this lovely two-bedroom flat here. This is a fair distance away from Education City, which is where the match was being held. And obviously, we're going to talk about how it was getting there, the ingress, the egress, the atmosphere, the outside, inside the stadium, etc., etc. And yeah,
A lot of chitter chatter around me, read up articles about different people's experiences. And so I was quite keen to experience it myself and see how it goes.
and now we've prepared a short little montage of some of the images during the match day. Hope you enjoy.
Enjoy. So
Yeah, so hope you like those pictures, because I don't think the pictures do the stadium justice. Yeah.
not really, yeah.
So yeah, I think now we're just gonna kind of talk about the whole match day experience, and yeah, the entry exit. What were your thoughts?
fabulous. Despite the distance, we were there in about 40 minutes. There's a direct bus from Barwa Madinatna to the stadium, Education City, and we came back in half an hour once the bus started.
Yeah.
Back in time for the second game, and
Very
with
nice.
a little bit of time to
Time
fit
for
in some shopping as well.
exactly.
Exactly.
So that was fun. Lots of stuff around the stadium, and I
Yeah.
thought that was
That-
spectacular.
The whole campus was beautiful. They had universities and museums, and I was telling Dad that if I am were to ever open a campus, it should be there.
They
I
have
am the
they
one.
have a innovation campus over there, which I am tempted to try and Google
Beautiful architecture.
and send
Gorgeous.
my CV over in
For
case they
the
want someone
last
to teach.
like 5 minutes of the bus ride, we were all like, before it
That's
was all
true.
on phones. 5 minutes of the bus ride, we're all just staring out the window, like awestruck, because it was so pretty, and
Right.
I was taking photos every 3 seconds.
And they have these little things there. So there was this DJ booth. Then there was this booth where there were this couple playing football.
There was the live hype show.
Live.
There was a
The-
hype show.
That
like you
little
walked in for like
seats.
kids, and you
There
could
was,
like
there was
shout
even
and
an area
things.
where you could pet a falcon, but
So, yeah.
Those
We
the
opted out.
seats with the flags and
Flags,
everything,
yeah.
you could get your.
Also the round things with all the country
All the
names with
countries.
flowers.
Oh, yeah.
That
We,
was
by
very-
the way, bumped
that was
into
so
these two kids from India who recognized me from some of the newspaper coverage we've got.
We took a, and
over
I'm sure
there.
you could have seen the picture of
Yeah.
us with the Indian flag. That
Then
was
they were
so
giving
sweet.
complimentary flags for both sides
Yes,
on a
Tunisia
first come,
France.
first served basis. There was this Hyundai, lovely exhibit,
Lovely exhibit, yeah.
a car. Yeah, and just stuff to kind of
Very
roam
well
around, chill.
Yeah, so
Very,
even
very
just-
relaxed vibe.
Even the guiding that they did towards the stadium when we did have a walk from the bus till the stadium, and very nicely done. You could nicely
Smiling
go through.
faces.
Everybody's it's a nice
wishing
walk.
us well.
Exactly, and then we get into the stadium and what do
it
you
was
guys think?
it was a well thought out, experience and kind of like build up to the match. And then, like Undercup mentioned, even the entry was super peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, they swipe. I think someone like me is a little nervous about this whole ticket activation on the day of the match
Oh, yeah.
thing. But I mean, fingers crossed, it went off smoothly.
Smoothly, yes.
We
It's
had
a-
heard horror stories from different places before, but it just was smooth.
Yeah.
They swipe your Haya card.
Haya card,
They check
match
your
card.
image. They really like look at you and confirm it is you. And they check the ticket, etc. But once you're in, that one security check.
5 minutes.
And that's it.
Exactly.
And
Then
since we are veterans and we don't carry anything as is,
Exactly.
so it's smooth.
Exactly.
and yeah, that then brings us on to the stadium itself. I think it's one of the prettier stadiums.
Yeah.
Really nice, and I think when it gets a bit darker, the
it's
stadium with the
gorgeous.
lights just look beautiful.
The best pre-match opening ceremony.
Probably,
I think
yeah,
I would
probably.
agree.
Brilliant.
Before
I think it was
each,
really, really cool.
and the fact that they do it before each game
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah,
And they also
goosebump
have these
moments.
these what do you call them? Where
They're
they
like-
have the sponsor.
They're like screens,
The screens.
that go around
Very
the stadiums,
cool.
and like the music and the displays on that, like the
They would put
abstract and
like,
the
"Are you
colours.
ready?"
Yeah.
They'd put in like even during the match, they'd put in the,
The
other
score.
match
Yeah.
Score,
the
yeah.
scores
Yeah.
and things. It was very well done. I thought very well organized
Now
and very well
is
set
all.
up.
And I
That
think,
was
and then
all.
I think all of that like really helped enhance like the match day experience as well. I mean, the crowd itself was something.
I mean,
very
Tunisia
different,
fans
yeah.
were off the charts. I mean, they were. It was either just in like constant chants for their own team, or it was like resounding boos for France. To the
I mean,
point where you couldn't
I don't
breathe.
think Mbappe ever came on to a louder
Louder.
chorus
Oh,
of whistles,
God.
jeers,
It
or
was-
boos. Right?
It was such an
It was
experience.
quite easy, like 10:1, the ratio of Tunisia fans to French fans.
Exactly. And you couldn't help but get swept away with that crowd. You were just like, you know what, I kind of do want
Yeah,
to
I
be
thought
Tunisia.
I thought I was supporting France, but I
Absolutely
think
not.
after 10 minutes of just being there, I was like,
Like,
okay, you know what,
Tunisia,
Tunisia.
yeah.
it is.
Drinks
And-
were available peacefully, and we were just joking with the French fans, and a couple of them mentioned, "Well, let's take 0%. It's a placebo effect," and we were like, "Yes, why not?"
Yeah, the drinks were really, really nice as well. Like the place that they gave Budweiser Zero, they gave Coke,
Coke. They had
hot
food
dogs.
items as well. Yeah.
We had a
It's-
couple hot
burgers
dogs.
and hot
It
dogs.
was the first time I had Budweiser Zero. So,
It was on the expensive side, but yeah, even
Yeah.
then, like the stadium itself was really cool. And
literally.
literally
Yeah.
all stadiums
chilly.
all stadiums in Qatar are air conditioned. So you walk into the toilet, and then when you walk out, you're actually feeling cold. So I know now that for the next few games, I will be taking my hoodie.
For sure. Me too.
And
Spectacular stadium.
spectacular stadium. The whole match day was incredible. The game itself was a lot of fun. Tunisia
Tunisia were
scoring,
incredible.
and then France being denied by the late drama.
VAR.
VAR.
That was such a last-minute goal.
Such a
I mean,
last-
that
yeah.
was so intense for the last. Oh my god!
I think
And-
Didier Deschamps missed a trick. I think you need to keep a winning momentum
Momentum
up.
Yes.
into the-
And he really maybe disrespected Tunisia, or he thought it would be easier,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
he wasn't caring about the result. But it was
I mean,
crazy.
the whole match, it was like Tunisia weren't letting France breathe.
Yeah.
Every single time they had
Agree, yes.
they grazed the ball, they would have got it back. They
Got it
pressed
back, yeah.
so well.
They were
And
so
constant.
like there in the game, and it was
And
like so much fun.
there's history there, right? You guys realize that it's 75 years ballpark since Tunisia got independence from France,
Yep.
right? So there's that little needle going on throughout, and I mean, at the end, what a fabulous win!
So the game ended Tunisia 1, France 0. Kind of unfortunate that Tunisia still didn't go through, depending on results going elsewhere. We saw that in the later games in the other group. How Mexico didn't make it through because of results elsewhere. And yeah, we have two more group games. Today we're going for Costa Rica versus Germany, and then we have Uruguay versus Ghana. And we'll see you all after the group games.